Alright, I believe I should be on the main stream now. Let me double check here. I am. So, good morning everyone. I hope you've all been enjoying the marathon so far. Unfortunately, we are slightly behind schedule, so I'm gonna have to do an all power berries run instead of the originally planned best ending run. But trust me, all power berries is actually more interesting than best ending. Best ending has a lot more sleeping and a lot of grinding. And all power berries shows off actually quite a bit of the game that we typically don't see. So that's actually my backup save there for best ending. But I'm gonna go ahead and start here in 3, 2, 1, go. So, like in most Harvest Moon games, there are 10 power berries in this. You get them from doing various things like... I guess we'll see most of them in a bit. I should probably name myself HMSR here. Thank you all for the good luck. But yeah, we'll get some from farming, some from winning festivals, doing stuff with animals. We'll see it all in a bit. It should take about an hour, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. I believe my PB is like a 58:30 from like 5 years ago now. But before we can do any farming or berry gathering, we have to introduce ourselves to everyone in the town. This is the livestock dealer. And then we're gonna go meet all of the bachelorettes. They force you to do this, I guess, to like meet all of the important people. But for whatever reason, it's not every single person in the town, it's only the bachelorettes and 2 store owners. Alright, so as soon as we get back to the farm here, I'm going to grab my hammer and hoe. Unfortunately, we can only carry 2 tools at a time in this game. That's something they fixed immediately in 64. But in this game and in GB1, which was kind of like partially based off of this game, you can only carry 2 tools at a time. Which, it's not as big of an issue as you might think, because the clock in this game actually stops at 6 o'clock in the morning. Unlike every other Harvest Moon game, you don't get warped home, so each day is technically infinite. To avoid making it too broken, getting our dog by the way here. To avoid making it too broken, anything you put in the shipping bin after 5 PM actually rots by the next day. Unlike something like 64, where if you ship something on a festival or after 5 PM, when the shipper comes, it'll ship at 5 PM the next day. But that is not the case here. Also, I think rather than going for these 2 power berries beforehand, I'm actually gonna go fishing first. Because in my notes, I'm planning on fishing for 4500 G, but that's a bit too much luck for a marathon, so I'm actually going to be planting potatoes. And the sooner I can get 4 fish, the better. Because we have to have 6 days of rain by spring 22nd. I entered the carpenters there briefly to reset this screen. The first time you enter this screen, the fisherman actually won't let you fish. He'll tell you like, hey, come back and talk to me later if you want to. But you actually don't even have to talk to him to begin with. And fishing is technically not RNG. The times of day the fish bite at are set in the morning, so if I were to save and then reset, I'd get the same bites at the same times, and the item you get from the reel is based on the frame of the animation you reel it in, so that right there was always going to be a fish. I believe there's like 72 frames to the animation, and 15 of them are fish. I'm gonna shoot for a 2-frame window, even though there is one 3-frame window. The 3-frame window has a weird visual cue. Also worth noting, every time we enter this screen right here, the in-game clock rounds up to the following hour, so if I enter that screen at 7:01 AM, it'll round up to 8 o'clock, and if I enter at 7:59 AM, it'll also round up to 8 o'clock. Oh, I was 1 frame late there. So we actually want to avoid that screen as much as possible. 1 frame late again. The game does run at 60 FPS, so even though it's technically consistent, I'm a bit out of practice, so I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't catch every fish. Am I in a new room? I am not. Okay, that's very nice. That was first try. Every time you break that chicken statue, there's a roughly 10% chance of getting a power berry there. A lot of places online will say stuff like it has to be raining, or it has to be in year 2, or you have to have the golden hammer. None of that's true. You can get it with the regular hammer the second you start the game. And here I'm going for the farm berry. There's actually 2 of them in this game. And I don't know the exact odds of it. I want to say it's 1%. But I've never actually, looked into it. There we go. We actually could get a second one today, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to do that tomorrow after some fishing. Doesn't really matter when you do it, I just don't want to spend, too much time grinding one thing. Do you have to get the Triforce? You actually do have to get that in Best Ending. That's why we couldn't run it today. Okay, so I need 3 fish. Technically possible in 1 day, but it is very luck-based. I've never seen a day get few enough bites that you can't catch 2 fish, but getting enough bites for 3 fish is pretty RNG heavy. And I should probably focus here. I'm looking for 3 bobs, and then right when it comes back up. That was a frame early, I think. It should be 2 frames of the rod being reeled up. If we see it go up 1 frame, but we get a can, it is 1 frame early. And if I think I got it, but I get a boot, it is 1 frame late. So that is fish number 2. I can get a second one today, and depending on how fast I get it, I could actually try shipping some berries for money, because I should end slightly over the amount I need. Let me check here. I have 610, that puts me at 910, and I need 1400. So if I catch another fish, that'll be 1200. I might do that. I'll ship a berry, and then I'll see if I can get some coins when I dig for the second farm berry. See if that'll push me over to 1400. And those 7 potato seeds I'm going to buy with that money is going to put me over 4500. Automod caught a message from Nico there that I can't approve. Let me get that real quick. I actually don't have enough time for a berry, so I'm gonna see if I can get the farm berry. Okay, nice. That was very quick, and that's a coin. So that is my 3rd power berry. Right, coins are only worth 10G in this game. not 50. So easy to mix things up in these games. Some of them are worth 10, some are worth 50, some are 100. Alright, so one more fish today. Today should be Thursday, yes. And tomorrow I can buy those potato seeds and plant them. If I was smart, I would have been tilling the 7 plots while going for the farm berries. Glitchless is a very naughty word. We don't use words like that around here. One frame late, of course. One frame early. And right on. So yeah, the marriage category in this game can actually come down a few more minutes. I believe the current record is a 37:50, roughly, somewhere around there. And if you catch 19 fish in a row, that could come down to 34 minutes-ish on the English version, which loses quite a bit of time over the Japanese version, so I believe the task is like a 29:20 on the Japanese version. But we could probably see runs in the, I don't know, 31-minute range on Japanese. I'm gonna have to break that stump at some point. Let me see here, that's 4 plots. This will be 5. The one by the stump is gonna be 6. So I need one more here. Tutorial on how to get a SNES and HMSNES cart. eBay. And actually, I think you can see it in the restream. It looks like I have a Mother 2 cartridge in my console, but I actually switched out the PCB for an English, or for the, this game, and put it in that cartridge because I actually don't have a working Super Nintendo. But I do have a working Super Famicom. And the cartridges don't fit. Hello, Faye Ataraxia, how's it going? But yeah, it looks like I have a Mother 2 cartridge in there, but I promise it's a legit English cart. Which I used to have the shell for it around here, but I haven't seen it today. Rain should be fine today. If I got rain yesterday, that would have been an issue, because shops are open in the rain. But unfortunately, you can't fish in the rain. It also would have been nice if I had potatoes ready today, because if you plant a crop while it's raining, it actually goes unwatered. Unlike every other game after 64 and this one. Okay, that's 4, 5, 6, and 7 right here. Emulator runs are actually around for, or they're allowed for SNES. We have specific settings you have to use. You have to use an emulator called BizHawk and enable stuff like frame count, frame rate, and inputs. But emulator is allowed, yes. I did consider watering these for the first, like, couple stages, and I think I might still do that. Oh, you know what? I only planted, or I only tilled 6 plots. For whatever reason. Gonna have to go grab my hoe again. I'm only at 14:15 on the timer. I probably could water these. That might be in my best interest because, again, I need 6 days of rain by spring 22nd, meaning my 6th day would have to be the 21st. That's because I need 3000 G on the 23rd for the Flower Fest. And we're gonna buy a thing called the Snowflower Seed, which we're not gonna plant until winter, but that's going to let us grow not a beanstalk, it's gonna let us grow like a little flower thing. And we're gonna get a berry from that. There is a beanstalk in this game. Unfortunately, we're not going to show it off in this run. But if you try to sell a cow in fall of year 2, the hawker will come before the animal dealer, or the animal shop owner, and he'll offer you a beanstalk instead. And if you plant that, you can go to a floating island and get a golden egg. I remember hearing about that as a kid, and I thought it was a bit untrue because it sounds like one of those old Game Packs rumors. Like going to a floating island in the sky is very out of place for a Harvest Moon game, but it is actually a thing. I believe Kavin856 used to use that in his best ending route, but it ended up being slightly slower than Corn. Unfortunately, Corn is just way too overpowered in this game. So yeah, I'm not even gonna water those. I can wait a bit on a few of them. I just need like 3000 G worth before the 22nd. So that's like 75% of my crops. Just gonna check the TV here. It is sunny. So rain is a 15% chance every day of spring, except for festivals. And we're not going to encounter it in this run, but summer has a 10% chance of rain and a 5% chance of typhoons. And typhoons in this game are rough. So in the best ending route, like had I been running best ending right now, we'd need 6 days of rain by the end of summer. So typhoons would be very scary. Another interesting thing about this game is if you plant spring crops before summer, you can actually keep them until the end of summer without any glitches. Which is something I didn't know about until like maybe 10 years ago. It's not really talked about because literally every other Harvest Moon game doesn't work like that. With the exception of like A Wonderful Life or something. But that game was like specifically programmed to have crops growing in different seasons. There is a game-breaking glitch in this game. If you go to sell a chicken and you pick it up on the frame, the shipper would show up to buy it. The text box gets stored but doesn't actually show up, so you can sell a chicken on a different screen in the game, and it'll remove a sprite for the guy leaving. Or like, you can sell the chicken, but the shipper's sprite won't actually load, so the game removes 2 sprites from the game. And if the game's planning on loading a certain amount of sprites and you take one away, it has to load something in that place in memory. And you can actually do some funky stuff with that. You can give yourself a jump button pretty easily. And if you run into certain walls, you can wrap the map in this game. And you can have it load like junk data, or you can have it load like parts of the memory around the what do you call it, like the overworld tiles, so you can have it give you like fully grown turnips and crops and stuff. You can move loading zones on the farm. So it hasn't really been looked into too much, but we could make a pretty interesting route with that, even if it was TAS only. I own a repo cartridge. I'd like to get an original cartridge at some point, but it's hard to find one for a decent price. Like with most rare SNES games, you can't really find one for under $200, and most of the ones you can find for that price, or for like the 200 to 300 price range, are scratched. So because this was my first Harvest Moon game, and one of my favorites, it's my second favorite behind 64, I would like to own an original cartridge at some point, but I'm not going to buy one that's like scratched. But yeah, repro cartridges are allowed on the leaderboards because they are one-to-one with the original in terms of like how it runs the game in the RNG. But yeah, I think there's still a few new copies of the game available. I believe there's an Australian one for like $6,500 USD that's been on there for like 4 years now. I've seen a German one for like $3,500, but I think somebody bought that. I don't know if there's any North American ones on the market though. I do want to know like who's buying these. Like, I feel like that's probably video game collectors, not Harvest Moon fans. I mean, not that you can't be both, but alright, now we need 3 days of rain. That's 1. So we need 2 more here. So yeah, it only took me about 7 minutes to water all of that. That is 5. Yeah, some of these, some of the prices are a bit outrageous. It reminds me of the, there was a Blockbuster exclusive N64 game called, like, Clay Fighters, I think. And there's a used copy of the game, like, open, out of box, for over $1,000, I think. And there's a brand new package sealed copy going for, like, over 100 grand, I think. I kind of want to check here, but I have the Restream PC on the side, and I don't want to mess with that at all. But yeah, look up, like, Play Fighters N64 on eBay. There's a brand new copy for... I'm pretty sure it's over 100k. But it might be 200, like I might be exaggerating in the wrong direction. Because there's literally like one version of that left in the world. So who knows, maybe Elon Musk will buy it at some point. Okay, that is 6, and it's the 20th. That actually worked out perfectly. If you notice my dog barking in the background, that actually loses time, and it's a mechanic in the game. So for every broken stump, I need another day. Wait a minute. Okay, no. I got kind of worried, but that's right. I forgot I didn't water those up there. But yeah, so for every broken stump on your farm, there's an increased chance of your dog barking at night, and that causes the loading zone to be quite a bit longer. So at some point here, I'm gonna grab my hammer and break some of these broken stumps. But yeah, we need 3,000 for the snowberry, and then the other 1,500 is gonna come later. A broken stump, we actually don't see any here. I'll show it off in a minute. It's basically these stumps below me, and when they break, they get cut in half. I don't believe they can rot over time. I'm pretty sure it has to rain. So technically getting 6 days of rain for potatoes and then straight sun for the rest of the game would be faster for almost every category. I guess any category that requires crops would be, or it would be faster to get nothing but sun unless you have crops in the ground, and then like the minimum amount of rain back to back. So if I got like 6 days of rain from spring 4 to spring 10, then I could break those stumps and then get nothing but sun for the rest of the game. Yeah, they can break in this game, which is not really a huge issue because for whatever reason, it's actually not good to leave your animals outside. So it's actually better to just leave them inside completely, unlike almost every other Harvest Moon game. Like, even if it's sunny, if you get that dog bark animation, or not animation, but sound effect, your cows actually lose affection, and your chickens can die. Because, the way the game explains it is your dog fighting off wild dogs that attack your animals. Okay, so that's one. Those flowers up there are the power berries. Also, I actually have enough money now, so I can actually ignore those remaining potatoes. Because I actually have more money than I need. Okay, 21st. Not the 21st. This game has a lot of typos. Also, this is the only category in the game so far, unless we add something new that shows off this festival. It's also the only category that shows off the snowflower. I believe I buy that from this guy. And I believe now we have to talk to everybody. The festivals in this game are kind of weird, in that you have to talk to everybody in the square, like everybody participating in the festival, but sometimes you have to talk to somebody like to initiate the counter. So I could be talking to everyone here and still have it not progress at all. Okay, there we go. I could have asked who we dance with, but I forgot to, so I'm gonna go ahead and dance with Ellen. I actually married Anne when I was a kid. And then as soon as I found out about Ellen/Ellie in the later games, I never went back. Though to be fair, Anne in this game and in Magical Melody is different than the Anne in 64 and Mineral Town and Back to Nature. So, I'll cut myself a little bit of slack there. Okay, rain today. I'm gonna buy 3 grass seeds and plant 4, because we actually start with 1 in this game. And the reason I do 3 instead of 2 is because typhoons in this game can actually completely destroy a grass tile, unlike in 64 where it'll break one, or it'll set one to its like minimum growth stage. In this game, they actually destroy it completely. So even though I only need 2 plots to buy a chicken, because we're not buying a chicken until fall, I'm gonna have to be careful about that. I could technically wait, but then I would have to till a bit more. And it's like, what are the odds I get so much typhoons and lose so much grass that I have to buy more grass, right? That would totally never happen. And at some point, I do have to go catch another fish to get the kappa berry. I'm gonna go ahead and do that today, I think. That'll be berry number 4. Let me do a quick check here. I'm gonna buy a chicken and sell it for a berry. That's 5. Harvest Fest is 6. Egg Hunt is 7. 8, 9, 10. Alright. So we are on pace, but I do need 1 final fish here. Okay, quick and painless. I love the dialogue in this game. I give you this, you become fine. Yes, there are evil dogs in this game. If you leave your chickens outside overnight, eventually they will turn into a pile of feathers, because the dogs eat them. It's actually very brutal for a Harvest Moon game. Alright, so now we're going to sleep for about 5 minutes until fall 1. It's actually a bit less than 5, I think. It's like 4.5. Then we're going to buy a chicken and sell it. But before we can sell it, the hawker is going to show up and offer us a power berry. Okay, so that long loading zone was the earthquake. We have one of those in summer and one in winter. The one in summer unlocks the Sprite Cave. Nice typhoon. Yeah, the one in summer unlocks the Sprite Cave, which allows us to get the golden sickle. And the one in winter unlocks the Goddess Pond, which allows us to get the Golden Axe and the Cave Berry, which is going to be the second to last berry we get in the game, or in the run. But yeah, typhoons in this game are very rough. They can destroy up to 30% of your crops, I believe. So I should be able to get one more here without without losing too much grass, even if I get to like the worst possible luck. Alright, couple more minutes here. What happens if you leave your dog inside, though? Unfortunately, leaving the dog inside doesn't help. That would have been really nice, though. That would actually save, like, probably 3 to 4 minutes on average in a best ending run. Alright, any minute now. We should be really close. If I had to guess, I'd say somewhere 24? 23? One off. I'm trying my best to, like, explain everything, but if I don't explain something, or if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Alright, we're about to be at Fall 1 here. Then I can go buy a chicken. I'm pretty sure I have to wait a day to sell it, but I can go ahead and test that. I'm like 99% sure you have to wait a day, but I'm going to, let's check to be safe. Okay, 30th. And nicely enough, every shop in this game, except for the bar, opens at 6 o'clock in the morning, so we don't have to wait at all. I'm going to buy a chicken. Okay, we actually can sell that today. That is good to know. I was wrong, I guess. So yeah, whenever we try to sell this, we're going to get a berry instead. Sorry if my voice is kind of dry. I've been awake for a while doing the restream. We're gonna go ahead and exchange that guy for a berry. And the shop owner's gonna get mad, but it's alright. We've got an agenda here. We're looking to get a buff, not make friends. Alright, I have to be careful not to skip Fall 12, I mean. And I'm gonna have to catch one final fish. I said the Kappa berry was my last one, but I forgot about this one. I actually think... I'm pretty sure the full moonberry should count, but I want to double check here. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna finish underestimate, and the whole point of doing this run, instead of a best ending, was to put us back on estimate, so we'll test it live. And after that, we have my favorite my favorite festival in the series. The egg hunt in this game is one of the more in-depth festivals in this series. Like, the egg hunt in 64 is kind of dumbed down, and in Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. But in this game, the timing is actually kind of tight, and the boxes are kind of hidden. I also like the OST for it. This game has a really nice soundtrack. Pretty underrated in my opinion. This game in general is pretty underrated because it has aged a bit, but there's actually a ROM hack available on romhacking.net. I believe it's called the Intuitive Ranch Master. And that basically fixes all of the problems with the game. There's also a ROM hack that allows you to play as a female. So I definitely recommend picking up this game and trying it out. It's a good game to play through like once, even if you don't really get like too into it. Yeah, the Spring Farm song is really good. I believe we talked to everybody again. Go ahead and eat everything. Actually, can I... Okay, I can't. I was gonna say, can I skip this? And totally blowing us up there. Yeah, so not only is there an SNES Harvest Moon, there's actually a Chinese ROM hack on the NES based on Harvest Moon GBC2. We'll go ahead and dance with Eve here. Why not? But yeah, there's a Chinese version of... or there's a Chinese ROM hack on the NES called... I'm pretty sure it's called Harvest Moon China Strikes Back, or China Strikes Again. And the box art for the game is actually from A Wonderful Life, like the game came out less than 20 years ago. And the title screen is from The Lion King. Or no, is it The Lion King? It might be Jurassic Park. I think it is Jurassic Park, but it has like dinosaurs and stuff on it. It's pretty funny. I would like to run it. The only issue is... the only thing to do in that game is crops and house extensions. And the game is so slow. Like, just doing a meme run of it would probably take at least 5 hours, I'd say. Friday the 15th. That is, almost the scary one. Not quite. Okay, 16th. Into the 17th. The GBC version is kind of like a dumbed down version of the game, or of this game. Unfortunately, there's no marriage, which is a big turnoff to a lot of people. And it actually adds its own, like, tools in it. Like, you can actually physically obtain a fishing rod, and an umbrella, and a pickaxe. So it's kind of like, imagine if this game was missing, like, half its content, and they added, like, 10% to the game, and that's basically the GBC version. Which actually does have a pretty legit speedrun. I was actually planning on running the GBC version on 3DS Virtual Console because that game actually has a mechanic. What do I need? I think I need a green one. I wasn't even looking. Green, yeah. The Virtual Console... Sorry. The GBC version has a mechanic where you can turn the Game Boy off and the harvest sprites will actually harvest crops for you. And because we have to ship 5,000 crops for the credits in that game, we can just hire them and set the 3DS clock ahead like a month and have them ship a bunch of crops for us. I believe the run takes about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Robot Jesus ran it 2 years ago, but he never highlighted it. He also ran the black and white Game Boy version at Harvest Moon Valentine's 2020. That version has a duplication glitch with the egg. You can actually water the second egg that spawns in the chicken coop and ship it repeatedly. But it takes like 2 hours, I think. Oh, that's pink. I think the blue one was over here on the bridge. No, it's apparently not. It's up here, actually. So this actually has a 50% chance of giving me a turtle figurine instead of a power berry. So fingers crossed we get lucky. Otherwise we're gonna have to do this again until we get the power berry. Hello? Sometimes the timer does that. I'm pretty sure it... Of course. I got the turtle figurine. That's alright. Second try would be average luck. And we have time to fill. So not a big deal. Because after this, we only have 3 power berries left. We do have to sleep for anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, so I guess more like 2 to 4 minutes. So I'd say maybe 10 minutes left. Okay, that one is empty. There's actually 2 empty boxes in this game. Got both of them out of the way early. Alright, the orange one. There's apparently 3 empty ones. I'm crazy. I swear there was only 2, but apparently not. I can actually exit this way. Alright, quick and painless. I could actually do this like 5 more times and still finish under estimate. Which obviously we don't really want to do that. But if I have to, it's an option. I actually don't remember where the final box is. You know what? I actually think the game might have glitched, because I'm like 99% sure there's only 2 empty boxes in this game. And yeah, I think it did glitch. I knew that could happen if you open it like right when the winner gets called, that happens. But that's alright, we still win. So, hopefully we get a farm berry, or a power berry, I mean. Two in a row. Nice marathon luck. Again, we have time to fill, so it's not a big issue. Morning, Rena. Alright, blue one, or I guess light blue. Okay, that's empty. That is orange. So we actually went way behind estimate by over an hour. So originally I was going to do best ending, which would take about 2 hours and 20 minutes. But to catch us up, I was doing this instead. And I just happened to go like way underestimate, so I actually lost that one. It's unlucky. Green, I don't think I saw that one yet. Did I get the glitch again? I think I did. Yeah, I think I actually did. Unless I'm crazy. I'm just gonna YOLO check these. Like, there's only three more that it could be. Okay, nice. Okay, light blue, I think that one was over here. No. I'm pretty sure I got the glitch again. Like, I'm pretty sure the game is, like, taking away eggs that, it should have given me. But I should have one more here. The next one should be pink. And I should still win. I believe I need 3. 3 out of 5. Okay, nice. Okay, 3 in a row. I swear there's a power berry here. We just have to get lucky. Or, it's a 50-50, so we have to not get really unlucky. Like, I should have gotten it by now. It's alright. Because, again, after this we have basically nothing to do. Other than sleeping and getting 3 more berries pretty quickly. Wow, retracting the good job. Feels bad, man. Okay, that one's empty. That one's also empty. Light blue. You tried. I did try. Okay, if it's not this one, I think I lost this. Okay, yeah. Second time in a row, it was the last one I checked. I think I'm just gonna work my way around because I was not paying attention to the other colors. Okay, that one's orange by the animal shop. I have to remember that one. Okay, nice. Okay, green, I think that was on the bridge, maybe? Nice. And light blue should be up here, if I remember correctly. Orange is by the animal shop. Alright, I've got a good feeling about this one. Fourth time's the try. There we go. So that is Power Berry number 7. Now I'm gonna sleep until the 1st of winter. Go ahead and get the Snowflower Berry. Then we have to wait for the Earthquake. That can happen any day from the 1st through the 30th. So that is a 5-minute fluctuation. Yeah, first try, exactly. It'll be the 4th. I think Sam might be a bit delayed. Oh no. Talking about the earthquake. I was gonna say, he's like 4 minutes behind if he's talking about the egg hunt. I think today's winter first. No. Counting to 10 is hard when when you've been awake for 24 hours. Alright, there we go. I really like the winter theme in this game. I do have to grab my axe as well. I'm pretty sure they intentionally designed this off of the rupees from Zelda. Like, the main designer of this game straight up said that he took a lot of inspiration from A Link to the Past and a Super Famicom game called Derby Stallion, which I've looked into speedrunning before. It's basically like a horse racing simulator, but you also like raise the horses to compete better. Honestly, I haven't had time for a nap. We haven't had more than like 2 to 3 hours between runs. But after this, I'm gonna take a nap. Alright, so we plant this here, and a fairy's gonna come down and give us a power berry. I'm pretty sure this whole thing is based on Zelda. And we got a bear of Power Tree. During the winter season, they ran out of white on the screen, funnily enough. So a lot of the dialogue in this is kind of messed up. Like they literally ran out of room on the palette. Ooh, alright though. Now we're waiting for the earthquake. We'll be done in about 2 to 3 minutes, I think, depending on luck. You can tell if you got the earthquake because not only is the loading screen longer, but you'll actually hear you'll either hear a sound effect, or the dog won't bark right away, and the dog's bark will be glitched. I don't think that was it. Yeah, they ran out of white pixels. They ran out of paint. Alright though, unless I missed anything, we should only have 2 power berries left. That is the pond berry. Or not the pond berry, the cave berry. There we go. The cave berry and the stump berry. So we're gonna go ahead and meet the goddess here. She's gonna do the old, what do you call that? Bait and switch. She's gonna show us a golden axe and ask if it's ours, and if we say yes, she's gonna get mad. But if we say no, she'll be happy we're honest and give it to us. So normally the axe takes 6 hits to break a stump, but the golden one takes only 1. Let me go ahead and get ready on time here as well. So basically, as soon as we see the power berry, or I'm going to be breaking stumps until we see the power berry, and that's going to be when time ends. It shouldn't take too long. I've never had it take more than like 10 to 20 stumps, I don't think. And we have 12 per screen, or like 12 per loop here. I might only do 11 because the 12th one is pretty far away. I'll do 12. Why not? Yeah, so in GB1, you actually got 6 power berries from tilling on the farm, which rather than being random like in this game, and in 64, they're actually in set positions every time. You also got a berry from the mine, 1 from the harvest sprite, and I actually don't remember the other 2. It's been so long since I've actually gotten all 10 berries in that game. Alright, any stump now, we should get a berry. Any one of these. It usually doesn't take this long. Like any other run I would have had it by now. But of course in the run that I actually need it on, or the run where I need the berry and no stumps, it's taking me a while. In best ending, we actually do rely on this one. Because even though there's a power berry dupe, the fastest route is to dupe 2 of them 4 times each, and then get the cave berry and the stump berry normally, because we need all 10 berries in best ending. Or we actually need 100 stamina in best ending, so we can get away with only 3 to 4 berries. The 3DS version does have save states, yes. Man, okay, any one of these now. Any one of these. I think I'm at like 30 so far. There we go. Right as I run out of stamina too. Alright, that is time 104.53 with a 4th try egg hunt is pretty good for a marathon. I also had some bad luck early on. I had to water my potatoes 3 times. I'm gonna go ahead and show off the whole thing here. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the marathon. Up next we have, I believe, Nature Preserve in Hero of Leaf Valley from Sam Van Dam. So stick around and check that out. I'll be back later today with A Wonderful Life, and later on with Pioneers of Olive Town, the most recent game. And yeah.